Hey everyone, so I'm going to be doing these daily teachings that are basically just information that's wanting to channel through for me and for you. So I wanted to talk today for this daily teaching about having a fort around sacred energy or emotion, let's say. Energy and motion. I'll give you an example of what happens when we don't have a fort, a shield, you can say, or just like a carrying around a type of protection when we're carrying around sacredness. So I remember, I don't want to get too specific here, but I remember when I was younger, telling someone that something was a gift, and that made them feel good, and I knew that it was good, what we shared in that moment, but someone else thought differently and was very, very triggered by it. So what happened in that moment was that person took the good energy that we shared and made it into something that made us both question the energy in the first place, even though it was just simple and it didn't need to be questioned. Not really, even though I've spent years questioning it. And to this day, I still get flashbacks, and I found myself having a flashback today of that moment, and I found myself wanting to punch that person. Violence isn't the answer, and I said to myself, that's not how I wanted to react, that's not how I want to react to that situation. What would be better? And then the answer came that what would be better is anytime I'm carrying, let's say, myself in the world, because you don't know when sacred information is going to come through. So anywhere you go, you can imagine that for this day, I'm just getting a little bit emotional here, for the day when you wake up, you're putting a sacred fort around yourself, or shield, or energy field, and this energy field is because something good is going to stream through you today, and you're going to let it whenever it happens. But when you do let it, you're also going to carry this fort of love around you, that no matter what anyone else says, no matter what anyone else thinks, no matter what you think, just no matter what happens afterwards, or the consequences of taking a good action, no matter what happens, you feel the purity of it in your heart because you felt it in the first place when you went to share it, when you did share it. And you don't let anything taint that. And it's easier said than done, but that is my daily teaching of the day. And if you can find a way to protect that kind of emotion, energy, information that comes through, you can look at that person or that thing or that thought or whatever it is that maybe judges in the moment, or turns it into something that it wasn't, or just taints it, let's say. You can turn to that person or that thing inside of yourself and just see it for what it is, which is just pain, wanting to spread more pain because it doesn't feel acknowledged, and it wants to be acknowledged, but it's going about it in a negative way, which only creates more pain, as opposed to going about it in a positive way, which actually, in this case would just be staying out of the dialogue, or sharing how that makes the person feel and being honest and not withholding or holding on to the ego's belief that it needs to be recompensed for this pain, because the way that we recompense is to allow the good things to come through. So I hope that makes sense and that you find use to it, and let me know how you do find uses with it, or what it makes you think of. Okay, take care.